a dry Songkran. Thailand is ready for Deltacron and some spicy somtam coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand, and it's Lumberjack Friday. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand, brought to you by Coffee Culture as well as Twin Palms Residences Montezor, presented by Tim Newton and Jay.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
We have a grey day outside today.
It is a grey day.
No blue sky at all.
But depending on where you are, it might be a bright day, especially for Rick Ginner. Happy 65th birthday, Rick Ginner. And thank you for supporting the channel.
Happy birthday, young man. Well done.
Birthday. All right.
And thank you for your support. Just back to the weather. It's not pollution today. It's just like a grey, overcast day.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to rain, but probably going to rain around 6 p.m. My guess is as good as the weather people. Yeah. My guess is as good as the weather people.
There is a science to it, I think.
Well, talking about rain, let's talk about Songkran. Now, Songkran rules are in works. Today, a decision might be made regarding Songkran and a possible dry Songkran. Just the sound of that makes me shiver.
Songkran without the splashing is sort of a bit like Christmas without presents.
It's like the 4th of July without fireworks and barbecue.
They're sort of going to, they say that they haven't made a final announcement. They'll talk about this at the double CSA meeting today. Big meeting today. But it looks like they're sort of going to say, well, no splashing, but we'll let you go home, visit your parents. You can go to your elderly parents. You can pour water on their hands. You can do all that sort of stuff. They're saying you need to observe 1 metre distance when you visit your elderly parents. So you've got to pour water. You have to get a water pistol to spray your elderly parents' hands because they're a metre away.
Yes.
That's just over a yard if you're from the United States of America.
Well, the government might possibly put a ban on water splashing for this coming Songkran, which would upset a lot of people and defeat the point of Songkran. However, the traditional way of celebrating Songkran is still possible, where the young pay respects to the elderly. It's a new year. You ask for good wishes. You wipe your sins away. So the message and the point of it is still valuable and possible.
But that's not the one that gets the tourists in. That's not the one that gets the locals travelling. Oh, they will still do a lot of travelling.
Yes.
I mean, Songkran is the busiest time of the year as far as interprovincial travel's concerned.
Yes.
So it looks like they still want to encourage that. But as far as, the water fights in Pattaya and Chiang Mai and Phuket, and doesn't look like that's going to happen. That's my guess anyway.
Yeah.
But they'll make an announcement about today. But yeah, Songkran, this is the 3rd year that we've had a rather subdued Songkran.
That's right.
In 2020, it was actually banned.
Yes.
Last
and 2021.
They sort of had it a bit like this year.
It was basically closed, though. Last year was a bit more serious during April. But the government is, they've designated special areas where you can make merits and do the traditional ceremony where, with the pouring water on the respected relatives' hands and, touching the feet, getting merit and respects from your parents. Apparently, they only want them to do it at special areas, and they're actually advising people that, look, if you're traveling back to your province, because it's a 3-day holiday, long plus the weekend, so 5-day holiday, most people working in cities like Bangkok, they travel back to their province, and the thought is that they'll take back the possible diseases back with them and give it to the elderly who are most vulnerable to diseases, and definitely the Omicron variant.
The hot spot is still sort of central Thailand, so the possibility of this is what happened last year, where the hot spot was Bangkok and off it went out to the provinces. Can you tell me what would happen on a traditional Songkran day? Do the Thai family, the Buddhist family, go down to the temple and wash the Buddhas and so then they visit their relatives?
Yeah, early in the morning they'd go to the temple, depending, because a lot of people sometimes have a designated room as a temple. as a form of a temple in their house. However, you can also visit the temple. You pay merit. You pay respects to your parents. There's a little ceremony. You wash away your sins. You ask for blessings for the new year, and then you wear neon-colored, fancy, or flowered, bright-colored clothes and go throw water at people.
Yeah, but doesn't look like that's going to happen this year.
Most probably not.
The tourists
We'll
aren't
see.
really here anyway to
We'll
sort of
see.
enjoy it.
They've actually been asked to stay 1 meter ahead and bow to their relatives instead.
Yeah.
That's like saying, visit back home after 6 months and don't hug your mum and dad.
Yeah, that's not going to
Just
happen.
bow from 1 meter away.
But look, I mean, Songkran is a really big time of the year, and we hope the Thais get to enjoy it because it is their new year, and it basically signals the start of the wet season.
Yes, that's right.
So looks like Bangkok is trying to have a bit of an early start today, but it's still pretty dry around Bangkok.
All right. Moving on to our next topic, which is regarding Deltacron. Now, don't switch off yet. I know this is not a popular subject. However, Thailand is quite positive and saying that they are ready for Deltacron. So this is a very quick update. The public health minister says Thailand is prepared to deal with the new variant of the coronavirus, including the newly emerged Deltacron, and is now which is now being closely watched by WHO. So they've basically come out and say, look, guys, don't panic. We're on it. We're prepared. We're going to deal with this. All seems ahead.
It's an alleged new variant.
Yes.
The WHO are now looking at it. It's not a variant of concern. It hasn't been confirmed as a real variant. And this is not the variant they were talking about in Hong Kong, which is the BA 2.2, which is also sort of going through the same process. It's been identified by some health authorities in Hong Kong, but not outside of Hong Kong. So these new variants appear to be popping up in different parts of the world, but they haven't been recognised by the WHO at this stage. But Thai authorities are going, everything is under control.
Everything is under control. Carmel, you've got a question.
Hans asked, what the hell is the Deltacron?
Yeah, well, it's thought to be a variant, but of somewhere a combination of the Delta variant and the Omicron variant.
But officially, I think it's the BA 2.2 something.
Well, is it?
Well, I know.
I don't think it is that.
Okay, maybe it's not.
The
That's
BA
I
2.2 was the one
apologize,
in
yes.
Hong Kong.
Yeah. That's the sub-variant, a new variant. There's a lot of variants.
Yeah, so this Deltacron one is separate from those.
Okay.
It's not an Omicron variant, but it's thought to be a sort of a combination of Delta and Omicron. But again, we are awaiting some official analysis of this.
Yes.
It's been discussed in some countries as a thing, but other scientists are saying it's not a thing, so we'll let the WHO work this out. But we're just bringing it to your attention.
Deltacron, another variant, another problem that I wish I could just elbow away. Talking about elbows, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember earlier this week, I briefly spoke about a story where that was in a televised football match. One football player, after feeling he was rudely tackled and unfairly tackled, decided to take matters into his own elbows. He ran up to another player and elbowed him in the face.
Bit of a Muay Thai move.
Yeah, this was a football match, but he went full Muay Thai on him. And yes, unfortunately, there was a football press conference held. He had to come out and say, oh, I apologize, I'm so sorry, I regret my mistakes. But he's actually now facing a possible lifetime ban.
Yes, an apology doesn't cut it when you put your elbow into the face of a opponent in a soccer game.
In a football match, yes. How dare you
Soccer.
call it soccer? Disgusting. Anyways, well, yeah. What did he expect?
Yeah.
I mean, some people. So I was watching some of the comments from the last time we spoke about this topic, and people were saying, yes, it's what's it called? Not manslaughter.
Definitely not manslaughter.
Definitely not manslaughter.
Unless he died.
He had 24 stitches on his face, but
Oh, did he?
what is it when you attack someone?
Aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault. There we go.
Well, maybe not even aggravated.
Yeah, just assault.
Assault.
Yeah. All right. So that's a quick update regarding.
So he looks like his football days might be over.
Yeah. So even if you are a martial artist or a Muay Thai enthusiast or just are angry don't elbow your fellow colleagues
Online,
and or people in general.
because I'm sure you'd be following it.
Yeah.
Has he got a lot of support from, or got a lot of hate online?
I haven't noticed a lot of hate. I mean, people are saying, "Oh, what are you doing?" Yeah, obviously there's anger towards his actions, because that kind of violence cannot be justified, really. But yeah, I've seen more hate or more strong comments from foreign viewers.
Okay.
They're saying that, But yes, the overall feeling towards this is negative towards the person who assaulted someone else.
Now, it was a Thai provincial match, inter-provincial match?
Yes,
or?
it was a
Right.
Thai League 3 game.
Okay, so not particularly high up the rankings.
Yes, I think it was between North Bangkok University and another team. Yeah.
Right.
It was really not a big game, but it just made news because someone ran up to someone and elbowed them in the face.
It was caught on camera.
It was caught on camera. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to go to 2 Minutes Thailand. We're going to do a survey as well as look at spicy somtam.
Oh,
Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
spicy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. And welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand.
Jay is having hot flushes.
It is very warm in here.
It's not really.
They've turned off every aircon in here.
Well, yeah, because the air conditioning here is really, really noisy.
Yes.
And the problem is that all the staff go quiet while we're on, and they're sort of listening to what we're saying, which probably not what we intended. But yeah,
It's the only time they do.
The air conditioning is really, really noisy, so we have to turn it off. But I mean, you do have, to be fair,
Yes.
a flannelette shirt on.
Tim, it's the sacrifices we make for the things we believe in.
I noticed that our new guy Mark has also caught on with Lumberjack
That's
Friday.
right. I've turned a couple of people. Natty does it on occasions. Carmel, Mark.
I've never seen
I've yet-
Natty
I've
in
yet-
a tartan shirt.
Yes, she has once, but I've yet
Okay.
to turn you.
No.
It will happen one day. All right. A quick thank you to Coffee Culture. Thank you for sponsoring the show. 200 different types of coffee available.
200.
That's right. You can visit them at coffeeculture.asia and explore them yourselves.
Could you list them all for me?
I could, but that would be for the 150,000 subscribers. I'll try to memorize them all. Twin Palms Residences Montezuma, thank you as well for sponsoring the show. You can now purchase a piece of paradise.
Be very nice down on Kamala Beach this morning.
Yes.
Actually, I just got a note. The weather is cool today, and it was raining earlier in Phuket. So
All
there you
right.
go. There's a quick weather report from down south.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for 2 Minutes Thailand, where you get to learn about different aspects and traditions and information about Thailand with Nan. Today's topic is cats. You'd love this one.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, learn a little bit about Thai cats.
Good morning! If you are a cat lover, then you are going to love this episode because I will tell you about the 5 different breeds of the ancient Thai cats. The first one is the Vichianmat or Siamese. It is believed that they will make the owner rich and healthy. You can easily identify them from its triangle dark brown fur from the tip of the nose to the tip of the ears. Their eyes are light blue. Siamese are usually very affectionate, intelligent, and renowned for their social nature. They have extrovert personalities and enjoy being with people. The second is Supalak or Thongdang. Thai people believe that if you pet them, they will give you good fortune and prosperity. They have copper or dark reddish brown fur all over the body and amber eyes. They are intelligent, energetic, and playful. The third is Korat or Si Sawat. It is believed that they will bring happiness and good luck to the owner. It has silver blue fur and yellow or greenish yellow eyes. Its characteristics are that they are brave, active, and very friendly towards strangers. The Korat cat looks very similar to the Russian blue cat. Even I cannot distinguish them apart. The fourth is Khao Mani. Khao Mani means pure white because of its white fur. Thai people believe that they will protect the owner from bad luck. It has a lean body and slender legs. They are known for their unique eyes colors. Many times you can see them with one eye blue and the other amber. They are quite independent, love to make tons of cat complaints, but they are playful. And the last one is Goja. Thai people believe that the cat's owner will be successful and powerful. They have short and black fur, big noses, and sparkling yellow clean eyes. They are quite clingy, but clever and tame. These are Thai cats. Did you know any of them before? And which one do you like the most? Let me know in the comments below.
Hello, welcome back. Apologize. And I've muted.
Press the right button.
We were watching the video along with you.
So that's really interesting. Some different breeds here in Thailand. I mean, I have to say that the 2 cats that I've got now, we had 7 at the start of the year, but the 5 kittens have found some lovely homes.
Yeah.
But ours are just what we'd call moggies. They're just local street cats.
I like.
One of them is the Fazwaz office in Kamala's old office cat.
Is that Dam?
No, that's not dumb. That's Dusty.
Dusty.
I don't know what her name was at the office, but they were going to leave her at the office. And you can't leave the cat at the office when we moved office in Phuket. So I ended up with
it was
a cat.
a stray cat. It's not like it was their cat.
No, but it used to hang around, for
okay.
a number of years in the office. And the office fed her
I see.
everything. So and she was enormous. She's now a bit smaller because she's been well looked after and fed a proper diet. And we've also got Dina.
Oh, of course. Dina with her kittens.
Dina was the one who had the kittens. She's the one who ended up just on our wall one day going, meow. And we went, you're not coming into this house. Anyway, 6 months later, nearly 9 months later. So yeah, we've got 2 cats. Thai cats, I call them all Siamese cats because they're all born in Siam.
Yeah, but there's the the one that's called the Siamese cat, I thought was quite beautiful.
They are a beautiful cat and they're really noisy. They've got quite a big personality, the Siamese cats. But thank you, Nan, for a little bit of look at Thai cats. Very interesting.
All right, let's now give a quick shout out to John Jablonski. Thank you for being a Thaiger member.
A new member?
A new member. We appreciate your support.
John, that's fantastic. And you'll be able to see some videos weeks before a lot of other people.
We've actually got 2 coming out today. Now, we've actually been working on a lot bigger projects, better projects. I can quickly give you a...
Please do.
Okay, I'll give you a quick...
I'll just check my phone.
Synopsis. So Natty has come up with a new series for our Bounce channel, which is actually highlighting how inconvenient Thai pavements and roads are for disabled people.
Very good point.
That's right. So the first episode is actually Natty traveling in a wheelchair many kilometers away, using the train, using the public transport, rolling down the streets and basically highlighting all the problems that we have on our streets.
Yeah.
And we've also actually got in contact with a proper disability organization in Thailand, the official one from the government, who are actually working with us on this project and with Natty. So congrats to her on her project, as well as a video coming out from Nan, where she's done with Bai Toi. It's all about Bai Toi, which is pandan.
Ah.
Yeah, so you'll learn a lot about pandan desserts and pandan food, and it's more fun food related.
Okay, so and that's exclusively for members
That's
for
right.
a few weeks.
That's right. So it's coming out today only for Thaiger members, and it will be on Bounce in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you would say that Thailand generally is not very disabled friendly.
Yes.
I know down in Phuket there was a lot of talk about ramps down onto beaches and stuff like that, but they never really happened. So if you are coming to Thailand and you are disabled, especially using a wheelchair, just do a bit of homework first about where you're staying and where you hope to be getting around.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our next topic is actually our poll. Let's talk about the poll. We did a poll yesterday.
It was a different one. I mean, bit of a negative Nancy poll.
Yes, and the question was, after you wrote a little paragraph, as we plow into 2022, I love the use of the word plow, because I don't think anything has ever been plowed in Thailand.
We're now into the third month, so we're ploughing into 2022.
What do you plow generally? Snow?
No, you plough a field before you plant the rice or the corn or the maize, or maize is corn.
All right.
What else do they grow here?
As we
Cannabis.
plow in 2022, what potential black swan events do you see as the major threat to Thailand's economy and well-being?
I thought it was an interesting question,
Yeah.
because there's so many things that are sort of about to upset the apple cart in Thailand at the moment. So I thought it'd be interesting to hear what our viewers thought might be the main thing that may be the biggest problem that Thailand has to face. And as usual, I was quite interested in people's answers.
Yes, we had almost 3,000 votes. Now, in first place with 44% was ongoing collapse of tourist and hospitality industry. So people fear that the hospitality industry and the tourism is not going to get better and just going to continue to get worse.
And that causes a lot of problems for the economy generally, sort of the whole downscale part of the economy.
Yeah. In second place is a tie between another COVID variant or virus and the fallout from Russia invasion and ongoing war. Two things that cannot be controlled as of right now.
That's right. Well, a lot of these things can't be controlled. That's why we sort of call them black swan events. They come out of nowhere.
14% of you say inflation. Inflation is going to be one of the major black swan events in
And
Thailand.
this is a problem right around the world too, inflation at the moment.
Yes. And in last place, rise of domestic protests and failure of Prayut's government.
So domestic political problems.
All right.
Which I know a lot of you aren't particularly interested in, but when they do have an impact on what's happening in the country, the way it's been organised and run, we'll certainly bring those little things to your attention.
Yes.
Thank you for the people who got involved in the poll.
All right. A quick shout out this Sunday, Tim.
Another shout out.
No, not shout out, rather. Yeah, it's not really big news, but news nevertheless. This Sunday is the return of motorsport's premier competition, the F1.
The Grand Prix.
The F1 Bahrain Grand Prix this Sunday.
And as I noticed, we mentioned in Asia News Today yesterday, the MotoGP second round is on in Indonesia this weekend in Jakarta.
That's right. However, this is the reason I brought up this, not only because F1 is
You like
amazing.
F1.
Yeah, but Alex Albon, Thai F1 driver, returns this year.
Okay, so he's on the circuit this weekend.
He is. Now, he was let go by Red Bull. He was driving for Red Bull in 2020. For 2021, they demoted him, and he has now signed up with Williams F1, one of the most, well, it used to be very prestigious. It's not doing well now, but new regulations, everything's changed in F1. Exciting times. He's going to be driving with Williams, and it'll be great to see a Thai representative on the F1 circuit. So, congratulations, Alex, for coming back, and we wish you all the best.
Yeah, waste of petrol. Can I just mention these numbers here?
Yes.
Now, this is a bit of... we should have mentioned this earlier. Norm, this is to do with that graph that I sent you. So, previously, the highest number of daily cases in Thailand was 25,615. But today, we've hit 27,071 new infections and sadly 80 COVID-related deaths. So the number of deaths is around about a third from when we were peaking in August last year, and but the number of actual infections is much higher. Obviously, Omicron fueled, much less dangerous than the former Delta or other variants, but just wanted to pass that information on. Interesting watching that graph. You can see that we're just sort of hovering around that 23, 24, 25, up to 27,000 number. They were predicting that they'd be getting up to, 50,000, I think they were saying, by Songkran, but it doesn't seem to be happening. We seem to be hovering around this particular number at the moment. But we'll keep an eye on all that and pass it on, except for those people that say we're fear-mongering. No, we're just reporting the numbers.
All right. Our last topic
I know
today
you'll love this.
is finally spicy somtam. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it so far, and if you enjoy somtam,
Yeah.
I've got some news for you.
So this one, you might think that we're just doing this story about Somtam because of the photos of the girls.
Yes.
And you'd be absolutely right.
However, I would like to start off by saying it's all about the somtam.
It's all about the Somtam.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, one spicy somtam vendor in Buriram is bringing in 10,000 baht in sales per day. Now, that is impressive because somtam at maximum costs like
50?
expensive somtam, maybe 50 baht, 60 baht. But this is in Buriram, so, I think prices down there are a lot cheaper than places like Bangkok. So she's bringing in a lot of sales.
That's a lot of... now, Somtam is spicy mango salad.
Spicy papaya salad.
Papaya.
Normally
Sorry,
it's papaya, but you
Right.
can also put mango. You're
Okay.
right. Yes. And she's found a very creative way to use her talents or God-given,
Oh, sorry. This is not God-given.
Well, yes. True.
There's a heavy investment in the silicon industry.
Well, God gave her the brain to come up with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's found a very creative way to use, wear bikinis and revealing clothes to use herself as a brand to sell somtam, and it has been quite effective.
Sure. So she was saying that she was a bit scared about what people would think by her wobbling her assets around
That's the proper word.
to attract customers.
Yes.
But now she just doesn't care, and she's
That's right.
also brought along one of her equally well-bosomed friends to help her in the business. And we should
That's
note
right.
that the marketing photos that she's used, I'm sure our viewers are enjoying looking at the photos at the moment. Even the ladies will be looking and going, "What?" So when she's actually making the somtam, she doesn't dress in a bikini. She actually, I think we've got video of her sort of, in her somtam cooking outfit. But she has been using the sort of the skimpy bikini and her...
Even the logo of her brand is like...
Sure. Now, this reminds me of the Chiang Mai story, which
Yes.
also got a lot of coverage, which she had the other cardigan with just the little pin in the
a
middle.
chain, kind of.
Yeah, a little chain, which allowed a bit of separation and cleavage showing. And she got sort of the same attention and also the same criticism that she was just using her body she was using sex to sell food.
Yeah. Well, this is just taking it to the next step. I wonder what's going to happen next. I don't want to, but anyways. Yeah, 28-year-old Pookie, that's her name, Pookie, and her friend Namto. Oh, no, that's her shop, sorry. Namto Tam Pa. So, yeah, if you're in Buriram, did I say that right, no? Nomto. Oh, sorry. Nomto Tam Pa.
That's what the somtam's called? Or?
Her shop.
Her shop.
Yeah, so if you're in Buriram and would like to
Norm's from
visit...
he's
Pookie-
from up that area. He's from Roy Et, which is
Oh.
not that far from Buriram.
Cool.
So he might be able to pop down and get some photos.
Yeah. Before I take a question from Carmel, I'll just say Pookie's advice to merchants and people is be brave enough to do the right thing, and if you've got it, flaunt it.
She has, and she did.
All right, Carmel.
Because of the way that Tim was talking about this story, PG Santa said Tim the poet.
Tim the poet. Well, he did use the right words.
I was using a lot of euphemisms.
Yes. All right. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back with your questions on any of the topics we've spoken about today. Or this is your moment to ask a question to any one of us. We'll be back
I
right
bet they'll
after
be
this.
talking about the previous story.
Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, 452 of you watching. If you're enjoying the episode so far, please help us out by clicking the like button and also perhaps subscribe to the channel.
I've just been alerted, we were speaking about cats earlier, that my cat Dusty's been in a fight. So we're now deciding if she needs to go and see the VET.
I
Oh,
see.
no.
We can't say the word vet because they freak out.
Oh, really?
They know what the vet is.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've got to say VET.
I see. All right.
Okay,
Carmel.
first question from No More Mondays. Do you think people are catching COVID intentionally to cash in on the 100,000 baht insurance?
The 100,000 baht insurance.
Yeah.
Where? In Thailand?
Yeah, in Thailand. They actually give out that insurance, that money, if you catch COVID.
Is that a known scam that's going on?
No,
that
it's
people
not
are
a
doing it on
scam.
purpose?
It's not a scam.
No, what I mean is that the fact that people are
People
doing
get-
that on purpose, is that a known...
No. I think
News
the person
article?
was just curious. No More Mondays was just asking.
I
Do you
mean, I
think
wouldn't be
people are doing it?
surprised if people actually did that. I am currently unaware of that
I have,
being a problem.
but I didn't know that if you got COVID in Thailand as a Thai citizen, that you were given money.
Yeah, because
100,000 baht?
I doubt that because
There are
I'll go
other,
and get COVID for that.
there are other insurance companies actually that are giving even 200,000. I think that's why.
It's an insurance scam. Okay, so you go and
an
take
insurance,
out insurance.
but it depends also on what circumstances. Because a lot of the hospitals now, if you have mild symptoms, people are just saying isolate yourself at home.
Yeah. So the situation's changed now.
And
but
most
before,
workplaces are allowing work from home.
Yeah, I would also say that insurance companies are not in the habit of giving away money.
Yeah.
They're in the habit of doing exactly the opposite. So
God, insurance companies are the worst.
allegedly. I would say that it's not a thing. I mean, we haven't really heard it reported.
Yeah.
Just looking around the office, nobody's sort of going, "Oh yeah, it's a thing." No, I don't think that's a thing. But thank you for the question. We'll check it out.
PT Tan asked, because GMT has that "don't take us too seriously" vibe and mixes news with somewhat speculative info, as in personal opinion and info that's not released on Royal Gazette yet, shouldn't GMT be parked under bounds?
Although GMT, I would say, is more entertainment than just straight news.
Sometimes.
I don't think it falls in the category of bounce, even though I disagree with the fact that we are just speculative. We do a job of presenting the news and the facts first, and then we give our opinions. Now, those opinions most people normally don't agree with, and that's okay. But I don't think it's fair to say that everything we say is nonsense. Maybe 99%. But
No, I think as far as the speculation's concerned, that speculation has been articulated in the other media, including the Thaiger.com, because the Thai government want this information to get out there pretty much to just sort of get the will of the people and to get the response of their ideas. So this has been a process they've been going through for quite a long time. So we do make sure that you understand when we talk about various proposals that are happening, that it is speculation and that we are awaiting confirmation. But we don't think that's not news, that the speculation is news because you're getting an indication of what's going to be happening. And I dare say today, a lot of what we've been discussing, that's not really a very good framing on that particular... I'll have to come down a bit.
No. I need to...
Oh, you have to scroll down.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm just a bit distracted, easily distracted. The fact that today the CCSA will probably confirm a lot of what we have been speculating. So we still believe that it is news content, even though we present it in a lighter fashion.
And guys, I'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that if I've seen a lot of people comment, "Oh, stop the waffling, stop giving your opinions. You're clearly watching the wrong show." We have 3 other news programs during the day that you can watch for facts, straight news, no opinions, no sarcasm.
Oh, a little bit of sarcasm.
A little bit of sarcasm,
sometimes.
yeah. But pretty much just straight up news. But if you're complaining about everything that the show is doing, perhaps don't watch the show. Maybe it's not for you, and that's also okay.
Yeah, the Good Morning Thailand is a waffle show, and you've also got Thailand News Update, you've got Asia News Today, and Thailand News Today. So 3 quite separate news programs that all present different news. We go out of our way to... Well, it's been a bit of doubling up this morning because there were some stories we wanted to give a bit of perspective on, besides just presenting the information.
Yeah.
But we do 3 straight news programs every day. This isn't one of them.
I mean, it's Lumberjack Fridays. I'm wearing a lumberjack shirt. He's wearing a tropical Hawaiian shirt. I'm neither a lumberjack nor is he from Hawaii. Guys, stop taking things so seriously.
I wish I was from Hawaii.
This is a perfect segue.
This is the show right now in live chat. This man called Jamie, he goes, sometimes Jay can be so unlikable. And that's fair. That's true.
That is true,
yeah.
Jamie. He's very unlikable.
I mean, look at him. His profile picture is just staring into nothingness with sunglasses with like a weird haircut.
Don't.
But that's okay. Some people might say that's unlikable.
Don't answer the trolls.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I actually
Save
like
it
it.
for
we don't
Tiger
like
Bites.
Okay, Carmel, what else have you got? Let's move on.
That was actually a perfect segue because he was talking about your shirts, right? To show that you're really it can be informal in the show. Luff Reynolds said that both of your shirt choices are very iconic of your individual generations.
Yeah, I just don't know why Jay has to wear this thick flannel shirt. And
Because
then
it's
complain
Lumberjack
about the
Friday.
I actually like plaids. Like, I know the lumberjack, the whole lumberjack story took off, but I actually wear shirts like this 2 to 3 times a week, most of the times. I've stopped now because of bullying, but
You can get like
I have it in green, I have it in gray, I have it in red now, I have it in I think 2 more other colors. I just like the shirt
You
style.
could get a cotton version, though. It might be a lot more comfortable. We're just thinking about you, Jay. We're concerned. We don't want you to overheat, pass out.
Okay, there's a comment about wheelchair access. Captain Kremen said that Thailand is appalling for wheelchair access. Even the pole positions make most footpaths impossible.
Yeah,
Impassable, sorry.
Thanks, Carmel. I'd say Captain Kremen is right. The Thai footpaths, sidewalks, whatever you want to call them, are some of the worst in the world. I don't know why they're so bad. The maintenance is appalling. They don't seem to ever be wide enough. So if you're sort of looking for wide tree-lined boulevards with fantastic sidewalks, don't come to Thailand. It doesn't really happen here.
There are a couple of streets in Bangkok with those amazing lampposts. There was a whole story about it, like there was some corruption involved.
Oh yeah, they're the most expensive lampposts.
Those streets still exist. Like they have like these golden lamps at night and street lamps. Those roads are actually very well maintained.
Not the roads. We're talking about the sidewalks.
Oh, okay, sorry. I apologize.
So when we're talking about people in wheelchairs, they need a nice flat thing. But the sidewalks are shocking.
Can I tell you one thing? Like mostly the sidewalks are really in poor condition in Thailand. I think they're just not well maintained. But if you're like, for example, if you're walking down Asok Road, they have a lot of fancy condominiums, expensive condominiums. So you'd be walking on like bricks that you feel like could break down at any moment. And then you walk across, there's a fancy condominium building, and suddenly the sidewalk changes.
Of course.
It's smooth, it's very nice, and as soon as you walk past the condominium, it's back to basics.
In most of the sidewalks they do, they're sand,
Yeah.
and they put the tiles on them, the cement blocks, and they tend to sort of start doing this over time, and one drops down and ends up as a hole. They don't do the proper cement paved concrete. I don't know why, but it is a thing, and so yeah, you are right, Captain Kremen.
All right, any last questions, Carmel?
There were 2 comments about F1, and PG Santos said that Tim is right and F1 is boring.
Oh.
And Honest View said F1 is nothing but lousy noise and waste of petrol, as Tim correctly said.
I just
Are
with
you
F1,
triggered, Jay?
I just before you, I've been to 4 Grand Prix in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I think I've even seen a few cars. They tend to be very social events.
Yes.
But noisy. Oh my God, they sound like mosquitoes. I think if they wanted to really make F1 relevant, they should become electric cars, for example.
Well, they've become part electric this year. They've shaked up F1. They've basically changed the regulations to the point where everyone has basically developed a new car under new regulations, and it's actually going to be a spectacular year. It's for the first time, because normally what would happen is you'd know who'd win. You know, it'd be like, Mercedes has been winning for the last 8 years, Constructors' Championship. But this year is something new. Mercedes is not looking that good. it's time for Ferrari to be back. But anyways, I would like to respectfully disagree with your opinions regarding F1 being boring. You're probably NASCAR fans or something.
No, I just the whole idea of cars going around a track with all that petrol and noise.
So what do you like? Like, do you like rally racing? I think that's really cool, seeing them drive on the edge of life.
I like curling,
Yeah.
basically.
And that tells you all you need to know about your opinion on F1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying tuned so far. We hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Carmel. Thank you,
Thank
Num
you.
Behind the Buttons. And
Thank you,
you
listener.
viewers. Yeah. Members, please stay tuned for 2 videos coming out today. One from Natty, one from Nan. I'm sure you'll enjoy it and appreciate the work we've been putting in. We have...
Oh,
Yes.
a last minute note.
Yes.
Tomorrow,
Oh, no.
yes, they are releasing the Phuket version of Monopoly.
Oh, that's right.
And we will have, I think, a camera. I won't be in Phuket tomorrow until later in the afternoon. So, but even if we don't get that or get to you on Sunday, I'm going to go down and get some shots because they're going to a 4x4 meter a copy of the Phuket Monopoly board. So I know you are hanging out to know what the squares are going to be.
All right. Yeah, I wonder. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great Friday and an even better weekend. We'll see you on Monday.